KS Services is now offering preventative maintenance plans as low as $12 a month. Preventative maintenance is so important when it comes to your HVAC system. Let us come check your system out and perform our 22-point inspection. It's better to be safe than sorry. We have so many plans to choose from and special offers that go along with them. Call today for more information. 205-322-9090. Alabama license number 11120.
Here's your weather video for this Sunday morning, December 30th. I'm meteorologist Bill Murray. We are almost ready to close the books on 2018. And I've waited long enough to start the video this morning that we actually have our climate graphic so far. 58 yesterday, the high at the Birmingham Airport, 42. They were not low. They picked up 0.68 inches of rain at the airport. That's one of the better amounts on average. Most folks had less. Some parts of West Alabama over Lamar, Fayette counties up near an inch, up Etowah over into Calhoun counties. Some of those locations over an inch of rain. So far 10.26 inches of rain for the month of December here in Birmingham. And I didn't look to see where that rate's on the record scale for December, but it's got to be up there. And 60.01 inches of rain so far this year, with another 3/4 of an inch to go. That's going to probably put us really close to the top 25 in rainfall years here in Birmingham. Dense fog advisories cover much of south central Alabama, down to the coast, and then all along the Big Bend area down into the Florida Panhandle. These visibilities running about 1/2 to 1 mile in the dense fog advisory area. And we've got some dense fog over, well, not really dense fog, really patchy fog, 1.5 to 3 mile visibilities over north central Alabama places too. So be careful out there if you're driving. Today, showers moving out now. Looking at the radar, there's still rain. Parts of Sumter County down through Hale, Perry, Chilton, Coosa, over into Tallapoosa and Chambers counties. That activity may stay there for a while this morning. Some showers breaking out over Shelby County, but most of us dry. And I think we stay dry for the most part through the day. This is what the HRRR thinks the radar will look like. You saw those temperatures in the 50s most areas, lower 60s down south central Alabama to middle 60s as well. But I think the general message is that today is dry. Now, tomorrow looks stormy. And I emphasize that because it's New Year's Eve. Maybe a lot of folks not going to be paying attention to the weather, so we want to do that as we go through time. Surface low forms over the Midwest early tomorrow morning. Big bowling ball, upper low swinging through Oklahoma and Texas. As it does, cold front will move toward Alabama. We're going to be back up in the upper 60s to lower 70s temperature-wise tomorrow. Dew point's going to be pushing 64, 65 degrees. And, of course, weather folks here on the blog know that that's sort of that threshold. So the moisture will be in place. Now, the good news is we'll have lots of clouds, showers through the day to kind of keep a limit on the instability, hopefully. And then that might limit the amount of thunderstorms. But we could have a low, a low instability, high shear event tomorrow night. The damaging wind threat appears to be the greatest threat. There couldn't be an isolated tornado or two. So we'll be watching that, and that's important because we'll talk about some statistics from this year that we have been really happy with, and I hope I don't jinx us. But this is the European. We'll use the European as our model of choice today, showing rainfall amounts tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. You can see most folks should get a decent amount of rain again, somewhere between 1/2, 1 inch, generally around 3/4 of an inch. That activity is on out of here by noon on New Year's Day. A few light showers lingering over southeast Alabama. But I think our New Year's Eve celebrations on Monday night could not only be wet, they could be stormy. The SPC does have a marginal risk western half of Alabama. They expect the storms to weaken as they move into East Alabama later tomorrow evening. That's good news. But they do have a marginal risk and do warn that they might have to upgrade that to a slight risk. So that's going from a level 1 out of 5 to a level 2 out of 5, as you know. We don't like the word slight around here, but it's we've had it with us for a long time, so we continue to use it. European next event comes in here because we stay dry mostly Tuesday. Looks like the next event builds on Wednesday. Surface low forms. Looks like it might be somewhere near Columbus, Mississippi, according to this model run. Early Thursday morning. As it does, showers and thunderstorms will become likely again, and they'll move out Thursday afternoon, Thursday night. Big bowling ball upper low swinging through Kentucky. That means some wraparound precipitation, and there could be a rain-snow mix over northeast Alabama there. Not as bullish on the idea of an accumulating snow now for that later this week period, but there could be a little change over to snow briefly in northeast Alabama. No travel problems expected, although temperatures there will be getting close to freezing. Use a meteogram here off the European to kind of tell the story. Rainfall ending this morning. Next event coming in here tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. You can see generally somewhere around an inch of rain expected with that system, and then a slightly bigger system comes in for late Wednesday, early Thursday. Right here, and so we might see some clearing on the back side of it, giving the highs in the lower 60s on Thursday, but then they drop quickly. We'll be near freezing Friday morning, probably stay in the 40s all day Friday. Although we don't really see any extreme cold coming. You can see that trend to colder there. We warm back up gradually through the weekend, highs in the 50s to near 60. Overnight lows come up through the 30s into the 40s, and then our next chance of rain comes in next Tuesday night and Wednesday as another storm system heads our way. And that's what I'll choose for Voodoo. That's not really very far out into Voodoo, but Tuesday night, 6 o'clock, you can see active weather. That'll be Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening, ahead of another storm system. It looks like it would be over southern Illinois there, according to the European. Let's look back a little bit at 2018. You can see we started off the year very dry in Birmingham. Went above the line in late April, early May. Our precipitation totals were above normal through the summer, which is good news, and we've remained mostly there with a little spike here at the end of the year right now, running about 6.2 inches above normal over the last 365 days. We'll take above normal in that category. We'll take below normal in this one. 990 tornado preliminary reports this year. That is not very far from the minimum that we've seen here in modern times. This is through the 28th. 944 was the lowest number we've seen through that period. We're now at 990, so we're certainly not going to go lower than the average, I don't think, by the end of the year. But one place that we will stay below the current record, which I think is 12, is 10 tornado fatalities nationally. So do your part in the next 2 days with severe weather somewhere in the neighborhood. We don't want any late tornado fatalities. Let's put 2018 in the record books as the lowest number of tornado fatalities in United States history. We will take that all day long. 46 tornadoes across Alabama this year. The average over 10 years running about 60. That's, of course, pumped up a little bit by the 2011 numbers, the 30-year average of 47. So, of course, we hope to never see the 145 that we saw in 2011. So getting ready to close down 2018. Say hello to 2019. What's your New Year's resolution? I'm not sure what mine is. I haven't really had time to think about it. Maybe getting off of a busy week of weather will allow us to do that. But keep an eye on the sky and everything for Monday, because not only will you have something interesting to look at, we'll also deal with severe weather. But till I'm back in the seat again next Sunday, Bill Murray here saying, hope you have a great week.